Welcome to Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro's official podcast. This is your opportunity to go behind the scenes of Rockstar Pro and hear from the wrestlers themselves. Now here are your hosts, Mark Turner and Bork Torkleson. Welcome, listeners, wrestling fans, and
that's very nice.
Blobs of human flesh all across the globe.
I thought you were going to get through it for once.
This is the Backstage Pass podcast, the official podcast of Rockstar Pro Wrestling. I, of course, am your host, Bork Torkleson, joined, as always, by my co-commentator, Mark Turner, the White Mystery.
Hey, White Mystery, yes, that's right. Bringing it back.
Yeah.
Old school. I love it. It's a new year. I love it.
Yeah, new year, new Bork, baby.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
You like my new clothes?
No, not at all. It's very bright and hurts the eyes. It's an eyesore.
Okay, well, to start off on that bummer, let's go back and we're going to go through Killer Christmas. Let's talk about what happened at a Killer Christmas Homie Alone.
I was going to say,
what?
I thought the show was just called Homie Alone. What a night it was for Pompano Joe, Homie Alone.
Yeah.
It was an awesome night.
Yeah, the trailer for his movie, Homie Alone, debuted.
Wonderful. I wonder how many awards it's going to win. It's just an amazing production. I mean, it was great. Pompano Joe's going to be a movie star.
I don't know.
It's going to be outstanding.
He can't really act, but, I do.
Who needs it?
Who needs acting?
Yeah, who needs it to win acting awards, right?
Actors?
Do they?
People in movies?
I don't know.
But
I'll look into it.
Yes, a Killer Christmas, Homie Alone. That opening match, Pompano Joe actually defeated former Rockstar Pro World Champion Nevaeh.
Amazing. Pompano Joe defeating Nevaeh, and what a match it was, too.
It was.
Pompano Joe, I mean, it went to show that it was going to be Pompano Joe's night.
Right.
I mean, he defeats Nevaeh.
Yeah, whatever.
The show's named after him. He has the amazing trailer. He's up for all these awards. He's going to be, I don't know, on red carpets. It's just a great night for Pompano Joe.
Okay, so after that opening contest, we saw Dave Christ take to the ring, and he had a few words of encouragement about, all the great things going on in Rockstar in late 2018, going into 2019. But there were some boys who trained in Iowa who didn't take kindly to that. Sage Kanan, Shane Bender, and Frontman Jaw all came in to attack Dave Christ. Fortunately, Steve Manders and Lord Crew were there, and the trio of Christ, Manders, and Crew defeated Kanan, Bender, and Jaw in kind of an impromptu match there.
Yeah, it absolutely was. And the Iowa Crew, I guess they wanted to make a name for themselves, and if you want to make a name for yourselves, I guess they thought going after Dave Christ would get eyes on them, and I guess it'll get eyes on him, but that's a tough person to beat right
now. He'll make them famous, but I don't think necessarily in the way they desire.
That's exactly right. And I also thought it was interesting is Steve Manders in this matchup fighting three guys from Iowa.
Yeah.
The Hawkeye.
That's true. Well,
saw where his loyalty lies right there.
That's right. He's training at the OI4K Academy, and I guess that's what matters most to him.
I love it. That's great.
We additionally saw in singles competition, legendary Larry D defeat the Knight Riders' Alex Colon.
Yeah, some issues going on between these two heading into that matchup between the Knight Riders after what happened with Dustin Reyes and Larry D the month before. But Larry D got a little bit of revenge on this night when he defeated Alex Colon.
Yeah, but not much. I imagine it was cold comfort in the end. Larry D wants that Rockstar Pro World Championship, and it seems like he's perhaps out of contention for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, especially...
what was that little hand signal you did?
That was me pretending to be Larry D reaching for the championship. Like,
it's always
they
can't
within
see you.
Fingertips away.
Okay.
Like, he's always so close, but I can't quite get it.
I see where you're going, but keep in mind, this is an audio medium.
Oh, so I can take my pants off.
I would prefer you didn't.
But get comfortable. Why didn't you say so?
Technically, you can.
Okay, all right. Well, let's do it.
No. We also saw the best of 7 series between Clayton Gaines and Ace Austin continue. This was a little wild. We actually had 2 matches.
Yeah, I mean, it was supposed to be match number 5 was the only match scheduled.
Yeah.
But Clayton Gaines hit Ace Austin with a 3cc out of nowhere before the
bell
rang. And
right from
just
the
like
get-go.
That, he wins. And Ace Austin was going to have none of that. He demanded match number 6 to happen right then and there.
Right.
And it could have ended the series right there.
Could have.
Clay was up 3-2 at that point, but Ace Austin pulled it off. He won match number 6 to even the series.
It was a squeaker, but Ace got a win.
It was a squeaker because he was beat down after that 3cc from the match prior.
Well, nevertheless,
quotes. I realize now this is audio. So,
yep.
Yeah.
So that was match 5 and 6 from the best of 7. We'll get to match 7, which was forced by that 6th match.
Yeah.
But we're still talking about a killer Christmas, and we had a first blood match between Aaron Williams and Samantha Heights. Aaron Williams making Sam bleed.
Yeah, that was a crazy matchup right there, and Aaron Williams. He's been targeting Samantha Heights for weeks leading up to this, all with the end game of eventually getting Dave Christ. That's his end goal of this whole thing. It was just crazy, though. He stabbed Sam.
He did, right in the head. Samantha Heights, a victim of Aaron Williams, but...
I give Sam a lot of credit, though. She was in a match with the former 4-time Rockstar Pro World Champion. First blood match. Such a dangerous matchup, and she almost won the match.
It was close.
She put up one hell of a fight in that one.
She did, and I have a feeling we're probably going to hear from her a little bit later.
Ooh, ominous.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's called a teaser.
Yeah, it was kind of a spoiler, really. I mean, you just said what it was, but, I mean, cool.
I didn't, really. I mean, I alluded to it.
Wait, you didn't say Spotlight segment?
Well, let's move on. There was a trash can match in which the Trash Punks, Ron Mathis, Crash Jackson, and Christian Cobain defeated the administration, Bruce Gray, Mr. Boone, and Mr. Bruise.
I mean, what else would happen in a trash can match?
Yeah,
these two teams
I know.
Right here?
I get it.
The pure trash team. The trash team of the Trash Punks pulled out the victory.
Yeah, they did, but clearly this was not the end of the conflict between Gray and Mathis.
Man, I almost wonder if it'll ever end between those two, but we'll talk about it later. It just might coming up soon.
Indeed. We also saw in singles competition Jeremiah defeat Jake Something.
Yeah, Jake Something came up short in this match, but he had one hell of a month.
He did, and we'll get to that, but Jeremiah, for a moment of glory, defeated Something at a killer Christmas. We also saw our tag title match, a triple threat, not threat.
No, not threat at all.
A triple threat match in which the Hooligans, were defending against the Bambinos and the Dirty, and it was the Dirty who came out on top, becoming 2-time Rockstar Pro Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, the Rockstar Pro Tag Team Championships had a little bit of a shuffle there. The Dirty, they lost the championships to the Trash Punks of Crash Jackson and Ron Mathis.
Right.
And then they lost the championships to the Hooligans.
Right.
And here we go. We have this match right here in the Dirty. They regain the championships for a second time. Impressive victory for the Dirty.
Absolutely, but that wasn't our only title match. In the main event, the Rockstar Pro World Championship was on the line as the champion Dustin Reyes took on the challenger Jake Christ. And Dustin came out on top in that Christmas Carnage match, retaining the Rockstar Pro World Championship.
Yeah, it was a Christmas Carnage match, and we saw a lot of carnage in that matchup between Dustin Reyes and Jake Christ. And, I mean, we talked about it time and time again, and I'm sure everybody listening knows this, but Reyes and Jake Christ go back so many years.
Absolutely.
Way, way back to the days of the barn.
When they first started training.
Yeah. And they know each other.
High school.
Everything there is to know about the opponent, the other person knows.
Yeah.
So we saw absolutely everything there was to see in that matchup. And JT Davidson, a lot of words he said about Dustin Reyes heading into the matchup. It was crazy.
It was crazy. And you can actually catch that match on YouTube as a present to the Rockstar Nation. This went online on YouTube for free, I believe, on Christmas Eve of last year.
That's awesome. That's the best gift I got all year. Santa doesn't like me.
Nope. Did you get Cole?
No. Michael Cole? No.
You got nothing.
I didn't. Michael Cole.
Shut up, Mark.
Michael Cole?
But
hey, earlier, you mentioned in the trash can match.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, Christian Cobain was actually too injured to compete.
Yes.
So Pompano Joe came out for the second time. Homie alone had a second match.
I forgot.
And he won the matchup for the Trash Punks. I mean, Pompano Joe, what a night it was. But unfortunately, after the main event, I think it got to his head a bit. And he thought he was a Knight Rider.
You think? Maybe?
Yeah.
He came out to celebrate with the Knight Riders, and they gave him the Ride of Death, which is exactly what he deserved.
Well, I mean, the show is named after him. He already won 2 matchups. He came out. He thought he could be a member of the Knight Riders. He thought he was everybody's friend now. You know, he's everybody's homie.
Well, he thought wrong. But, Mark,
You're still my friend, Pomp.
Things didn't end with a killer Christmas. We still had AMP tapings all throughout the month of December.
Yeah, we did. So much great stuff going on. We even had Impact Wrestling in this building for a while.
Yeah.
John Murray went viral at Impact Wrestling. Oh, what a month it's been. It's been amazing.
Yeah, let's not forget that old Bork Torkleson joined Scott D'Amore and Josh Matthews on commentary for that show.
That's right, you did.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I deserve it.
Was it a good time up there?
It was a great time, Mark.
Man.
Probably the best I've ever had.
Man.
The only bad part was when you sent that fat kid up there and he almost wrecked the whole show.
Oh, come on. What?
It almost happened.
He wanted to talk to Josh Matthews. Come on now.
Fat kids can't have fun. Things continued at Amped. We saw Clayton Gaines defeat Ace Austin in the last of the best of the 7 series. He won the series, and more importantly, he became a wild card entrant into the gauntlet for the gold.
Yeah, that's right. Clayton Gaines did win the series, but there is a huge asterisk to that.
What? Asterisk.
Jeremiah interfered in the matchup, and he cost Ace Austin the matchup.
Yes.
He completely cost him that. Ace Austin would have won the series. He would have been in the gauntlet for the gold, and who knows? Maybe he would have won it. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter because you know what happened?
What?
Clay won, and Clay got in the gauntlet because the gauntlet for the gold was 2 wild cards.
Yes.
In this case, it was Clayton Gaines, and Jake Something was the other wild card after defeating Larry D in a qualifier. Other than that, everyone in the gauntlet was a former Rockstar Pro World Champion.
Crazy. I believe 7 or 8. How many total competitors were in there? I can't remember.
There were 7 former champions and 2 wild cards.
But an amazing stacked gauntlet match right there. And you said it, Jake Something, at the beginning of the night of the gauntlet for the gold, he had to beat Larry D to qualify for the gauntlet match. So he wins that match against Larry D. Let's not brush over that. An amazing accomplishment to beat Larry D. Then he goes on to the gauntlet for the gold, and he wins that to become the #1 contender at Keep On Keepin On. What a night for Jake
incredible.
Something.
He defeated 5 former Rockstar Pro World Champions in a single night, and that was such an impressive feat. That got him a chance to take on Dustin Reyes for the World Championship. Absolutely he did. But Dustin Reyes isn't just concerned about Jake Something, because we got an announcement tonight at Amped that JT Davidson, for one night only, will manage Jake Something at Keep On Keepin On. But JT and Dustin, this is getting serious.
Oh, yes. It's beyond getting serious. This has been real personal, real serious between these two. JT Davidson, he's had some very poignant words for Dustin Reyes.
And Dustin has had some very violent actions for JT.
Absolutely. Yeah, he dropped JT Davidson with a hellacious catalyst driver.
That's right.
And I have a feeling it's going to go on for quite a while between these two, probably as long as Dustin Reyes holds the Rockstar Pro World Championship, which may just be until Friday.
Yeah, time will tell, Mark. But as I alluded to earlier, and then you ruined,
what?
We have a special guest for our Spotlight segment.
Who is it? Is it Spider-Man?
No, it's the Lost Girl, Samantha Heights.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, yeah, I think I did hear something about that earlier.
All right, let's get to it.
Oh, this will be fun.
Electro whips.
And fresh off of slicing one of the Rockstar Pro Tag Team Champions' nipples.
Wait,
I did.
which
I got
one?
him good. Brandon Edwards.
Brandon.
He told me to.
Oh, he's
Wait a
into
minute.
that.
I was brandishing my knife. I pulled.
Of course you were.
Well, okay, so it's a story. But my ring pops were stolen. Someone opened the bag and took one of my ring pops
Why?
without.
Do they know who they're messing with?
You would imagine that they would know that's a bad idea. So I tracked him down. I'm not going to say names, but it rhymes with Schmoshmain.
Oh.
And he may or may not.
Bull Payne?
No.
That's definitely not it.
Oh, okay.
But he
Is that a video game
he
character?
stole one of them.
He's a wrestler.
Okay.
Bullbane? You never heard of Bullbane? Oh, that's a story for another time. But
Yeah, that's another podcast.
he stole my ring pop, Mark Turner. So I tracked him down, and I was trying to cut his nipple off, and I was talking about how sharp my knife indeed is, because I know, because on my middle finger right here, you see that cut?
I do see that cut.
You see that cut? Yeah, I was testing how sharp my blade was just last Wednesday, and I sliced my finger right down the middle.
This does not sound normal.
Yeah, exactly. Sam, this seems like... Oh, yeah, Samantha Heights is here. And this seems to me like you escalated way too fast there. From, stealing a ring pop to I
He
want to
stole
cut
my
his...
ring pop.
So that merits cutting off nipples?
All he would have had to do is ask. All you had to do is ask, and I am more than happy to share my candy. However, when one goes into my belongings, opens a brand new bag, and if it was opened already, that would be one thing. If it was like an open bag of gummy bears and someone was like, oh, I'm going to take a gummy bear or two, that's one thing.
These are individually packaged.
These are 4 individually packaged sour lemonade, sour raspberry, sour green apple, and sour cherry. The only one that I would be okay with him stealing, if I was okay with him stealing, would be the sour green apple, because green apple is not my favorite.
Really? It's my favorite.
I'm okay with it, but it's not my favorite.
Is it still in there?
I don't know. I didn't check. I just got way too angry and found him.
Okay.
After I went to the entire locker room and I said, hey! Who opened these? Who stole my ring pop?
Yeah?
And everyone was denying it until literally the last room, which was the lobby.
Yeah?
And lo and behold, there he is. And he just gets real quiet. And I said, it was you, wasn't it?
You knew.
I pulled my knife out of my boot. If it was anyone else, he would be bleeding in the streets. But I really like Christian Cobain.
Oh, well, there you go. You outed him.
I did, yeah. You know what? Fuck you, Christian Cobain. You stole my ring pop. You're still out of the band. Still get out of my house.
But you really like him still?
Yeah.
So moral of the story, don't steal Samantha Heights candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. I see the
the knife is in my boot.
knife in your boot. Is that the knife you used?
Yes. The only time that it leaves my boot is when I'm actively pursuing someone with it. Now, I keep it in my boot because, as you know, we live in Dayton.
Yes, we do.
It's not quite the safest place 100% of the time.
Well,
So-
I mean, particularly for 120-pound young women.
Yeah. Who are often outside in the morning at 6 o'clock by themselves walking to and from their car.
Yeah.
So I keep a knife in my boot. I keep it in my boot because no one's going to check my boots. And if someone comes
Seems
up...
pretty visible to me.
Well, yeah, but no one actually looks. They always go for, like, the purse or the pockets first.
Oh. But, like, can you pull it out and, like, flip it open quickly?
Abso-fucking-lutely I can. I did it on Christian Cobain. You can ask him.
Yeah?
So I keep it in my boot, though, because if someone comes up to me from behind, wraps their arms around me and pins my arms to my side, well, my long arms can still reach my boot, and I can still get to my knife, flip it open, stab someone in the leg with it.
What kind of locking mechanism do you have on that?
Watch this.
On the boot?
On the
No,
boot?
on the knife.
Oh.
It goes like this.
Oh.
Do you know what
And
kind
then
of steel
it's-
that is?
I'm a little uncomfortable with this
All I
being out
know
right
is
now.
that it's real sharp and real heavy.
Does it have a built-in sharpening choil?
I don't believe so.
No?
But
Do you sharpen it?
Well, okay, so it's a very brand new knife. The first time that I used it was when I cut myself last week.
Oh, on your middle finger.
Yes. I've had it for some time, but I just haven't had to use it yet.
Well, until
So,
tonight.
until tonight.
It seems.
Well,
So-
I will say with your expertise in knives, I could see why you were confident heading into the first blood match against Aaron Williams.
Yeah, I wish I would have had this puppy on my side, but
Right.
you
Yeah,
know.
why didn't you? You always have a knife.
Because it's illegal to brandish a knife at someone or
Yeah,
some crap like that.
I guess you could win the matchup, but you go to jail.
You know what? I wanted to have this knife in that match.
But like you
but
came out.
it's a full-fledged weapon.
You came out of the back with, I think, the next best thing.
Yeah.
Because we all know how sharp candy canes can get if you suck them down to their, like, pointiest.
Finest point?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not patient
absolutely.
enough, but sure.
Not only, well, I mean,
You just crunch into
it was
it.
a giant,
yeah.
it was a giant candy
It was
cane.
massive.
So it was right up my alley.
How long did it take to suck down to that fine point?
How many licks does it take to get to the middle of a Tootsie Roll Pop? The world might never know.
I thought it was 3.
1, 2.
Who are you,
3.
Mr. Owl?
Yeah.
No, I've seen the commercials. Like
Yeah.
Mark, he can repeat them.
1.
He learned to speak as a parlor trick.
Oh, yeah? He sounds more like the Count to me.
Yeah.
One lick.
Well, I mean, you're dealing with people stealing your candy. You were dealing with Aaron Williams trying to make you bleed, and
Apparently those are on the same level.
successfully.
I guess.
So, I mean, you've had
close.
Jeremiah sniffing around behind you all the time. Like,
I can't get rid of him.
What's it like to be the only female wrestler in a locker room full of angry, testosterone-fueled men?
It's always an adventure. There's never a dull moment because I always have someone either trying to look out for me, because, I have lots of little brothers here.
Okay.
So they're all kind of have my back the majority of the time. But then I have people who are trying to use me as a stepping stone in one way or another. because they don't have anyone else to use, I suppose.
I mean, you are pretty small, so like it's a good step.
Yeah, I'm an easy one to step on, I guess, but
I don't think you're that easy. I mean,
I'm not easy.
Whoa.
Mark Turner.
I didn't mean it like that.
Jesus, Mark.
I did not mean it like that.
That was
Put that knife away.
Quite a leap to make.
I did not mean it like
You're
that.
out of the band.
Mark,
I was in the band?
No.
I've never been
honestly,
in a band.
man, it's 2019.
I
like,
didn't mean it like that.
gender is fluid. You know, anyone is welcome in a wrestling locker room.
But I'm not
Did I
easy.
say otherwise? I'm sorry.
You got a little creepy there, a little gross.
Okay,
all right.
I'll regroup over here.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Sorry, Sam.
Sam, here's the thing, right? Yeah, you're used to having huge men like pounding on you all the time in the ring, but like this Friday at Keep On Keepin On, it's something different.
Yes, I get to wrestle a girl.
Yes.
Not just any girl, Zoey Skye.
Yeah, so for our listeners who may not have seen Zoey Skye since she was here, over 2 years ago?
It's been a long time. The last time she was here, though, she was known as Angel Dust.
Right.
So she's gone through, a bit of an evolution on her own.
Yeah.
She's still the same amazing wrestler. She's got some really good moves. Last time that she was here, we had a really good match. It was one hell of a match, especially for a women's match,
But, for those fans who haven't been following her, or maybe just stick with the Rockstar Pro stuff, what can you tell them about Zoey Skye that they may not know going into Friday? Keep On Keepin On.
Well, so she's been wrestling for a long time, like 14 years, somewhere around there. So
okay.
She's been wrestling forever.
Almost as old as long as you've been alive, right? What?
No.
You're in your 20s.
I'll be 30 this month.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks. I'm not excited.
You don't look a day over 29.
I hate you.
Okay. Well,
Anyway.
Yeah, tell us about
now we
Zoey
both
Skye.
got her bad. Okay.
So she looks real young,
always
too,
like
just so you know. Shut up. I'm not always like this.
Okay.
Zoey Skye
Yes.
is probably one of my favorite opponents.
Okay.
Every time that we have stepped in the ring together, it's been, a great match for both of us and also for the fans. You know? We've wrestled each other 3 or 4 times over the last few months, actually, and every time in a different state, which is pretty cool. I
That's
think.
cool.
It's almost, like a little unintentional traveling feud. But she's awesome. She's been over to Japan recently.
Yeah.
She actually went there with Rise,
Yes.
the women's company that does, seminars a few times a year. She was actually their first Rise champion, the Phoenix of Rise. She's currently Shimmer's Heart of Shimmer champion. Now, Shimmer, obviously the biggest female company in the country. Some would say the world.
Yeah.
Just depends on who you ask, because they constantly bring in women from all over the United States and all over the globe, really.
Right.
So definitely one of the top companies in the world. And she is currently their Heart of Shimmer champion.
Right.
Her and I actually, in October, had a match for the title.
Wow.
She won.
Clearly.
Shut your mouth.
Well, but now you'll be facing her at the Rockstar Pro Arena, and you have to feel pride about that, right?
Exactly. It's, it's my turf, my home, my house.
Yeah.
So I definitely think I have the home field advantage this time. And, it's not for a title or anything like that, but, I mean, being here in Dayton, I feel like it's for, something a little more, almost, The opportunity to wrestle someone of that caliber in my home field.
Right.
Right down the street from my house.
Right.
That's a feeling that you just can't beat no matter where you go.
Yeah, so again, you can see that match at Keep On Keepin On this Friday, January 4th at 7:30 p.m. is when the first bell rings. I don't know when your match will be, but I think the nation is very excited for it.
I'm excited. I can't remember. I honestly am not sure the last time that I wrestled a girl in a singles match here.
Wow. Yeah, I think your last time it was a tag match, right?
Yeah. I think maybe Zaya Brookside was the last female that I wrestled here one-on-one. I would have to go back and double check, but I'm almost positive that's it.
She walked in on me while I was changing.
Really?
I'm sure it was an accident.
Yeah.
No one would want that on purpose.
Oh, Sam, that's not
That's a good one.
Nice.
Well, thanks, Mark. I'm the funniest guy you know, huh?
It's really good. Yeah, I think I'll just have a ring pop.
I will cut you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
do you think you can give our listeners a guarantee that you won't pull some sort of blade on Zoey Skye in this match? I mean, we expect a fair contest, right? There's no stipulation. It's not a no DQ match.
It's not like it's not like she has attacked me week after week after week like some people do.
Yeah.
She hasn't done that.
Okay.
She's not Aaron Williams or Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Fuck both of them.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I said it.
Colorful.
Come at me, bro. So I won't pull a knife on her. I don't see the need for it. I'm really actually excited to just have a wrestling match for once. I feel like every time I have a match at Rockstar,
Yeah.
there's something going on.
Yeah.
There's someone angry or pissed off or trying to get to someone else. With this, it's just going to be a good match, a good solid match.
All right.
I love it.
So before you go, I know what you said earlier. I've been following the cues, but you think I could maybe have that sour green apple ring pop?
I don't even know if it's in the bag, Bork.
But it might be.
It might. Hold on.
If it's in there, can I have it?
Sour raspberry, sour cherry. Oh, I
really like cherry, too.
No, I think you get to maybe go cut Cobain.
All right.
Ooh!
Watch your nipple, Bork.
I'll hit him. You hold him.
No, I can't. I can't be involved in stuff like that. I'm a commentator.
Yeah, he has priors.
You've pushed me down on my ass before.
Well, I mean, that was in a scenario where
And this is for a ring pop.
I was trying to win the fanny pack championship.
Well, are you not trying to win a ring pop now? You too, like myself, could be a fancy bitch.
I don't think
That
I
sounds
want to be
pretty
a
good.
fancy bitch.
Why wouldn't you want to be a fancy bitch?
Well, I mean,
Do you see the size of this rock on my finger?
You know what?
I do, and I see the ring pop too.
You should make him
but
a fancy bitch.
I'm gonna make you my fancy bitch.
This interview is over.
I'll tell you what, Bork. You seem like you're on your best behavior talking to Samantha Heights.
What do you mean?
You seem nicer than usual when you're talking to Sam.
Hey, man.
Usually you bring on a guest and you're a total dick.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mark.
What?
I don't want to get stabbed. So Keep On Keepin On is Friday, January 4th. First bell is at 7:30 p.m. Doors open at 7 here at 1106 East 3rd Street in beautiful Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, be there or be square. I just thought of that.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
Mark.
Oh, that's the name of the show. That's right.
Yeah, so in a Rockstar Pro Tag Team Championship match, the Dirty, Brandon Edwards and Austin Mannix, will defend once again against Lethal Enforcers James Drake and Anthony Henry.
Man, these two are very good. We've
Absolutely.
seen them show up, and they've had great matches, very memorable matches here in Rockstar Pro. And this is one of these matches right here for the Dirty that really solidifies them as one of the top tag teams, not just in Rockstar Pro, but anywhere.
Absolutely.
When you can beat a team like the Lethal Enforcers, but we'll see.
They're right about that. We'll also see a match that I think is really gonna tear the roof off this place. Legendary Larry D versus Madman Fulton.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, Larry D, we know how big of a hoss this guy is and how mean he is, but Madman Fulton, this is a big, rough dude.
Yeah.
This is going to be a hard-hitting matchup.
Absolutely. In additional tag team action, just signed, we're going to have the Trash Punks, Christian Cobain and Crash Jackson, taking on the Death Threat army of Alex Weir and Tommy Vendetta.
Yeah, Alex Weir and Tommy Vendetta, they've been impressive in their short stint so far here in
They
Rockstar
have.
Pro. Despite not quite knowing which one's the tall one, which one's the short one.
You figured
they've both
it out.
been good. I
Sooner
finally
or
got
later.
to- yeah, eventually. I got it. I think you had some issues with that too.
Nope,
but-
not at all. But additionally, as you've already heard in this episode, the Lost Girls, Samantha Heights, will be facing Shimmer champion Zoey Skye.
It's going to be one hell of a matchup. You heard everything from Sam.
Yeah.
She's ready for it.
Absolutely. But I don't know if anyone's ready for this one. A Chillicothe death match between the president of the administration, Bruce Gray, and pure trash, Ron Mathis.
Wow, it is so personal between these two, and it's been going on for a long time. But I'll tell you what, I said this to you on commentary. I trust Ron Mathis when it comes to a death match. I trust him.
I see what you're doing there. Like
No, I trust him.
the administration thing.
What's that?
Bruce Gray always says trust.
Oh, well, it's not going to work for him. Ron Mathis, death match, book it.
We'll also see, as a bit of fallout from what happened at the end of our Best of 7 series, the Destroyer, or the Hook, if you will, Jeremiah taking on Ace of Spades, Ace Austin.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. I mean, Jeremiah costing Ace Austin that Best of 7 series and maybe a potential shot at the Rockstar Pro World Championship, but Ace Austin, I mean, here tonight, Ace Austin was the beneficiary of some interference, if you will, and Ace Austin defeated the Rockstar Pro World Champion.
In a
Dustin
non-title
Reyes.
match.
It was a non-title match, but you'd have to think he'd be in line for a future championship match.
Maybe.
And with that in line, who knows, maybe this means more for Jeremiah? I don't know
Maybe.
how far down the line that goes.
We'll
but
have to see. An intriguing match nonetheless.
Yeah.
Penultimately, we have the baddest man alive, Aaron Williams, facing Homie Alone, Pompano Joe.
Yeah, Homie Alone Pompano Joe gets another match. You know, Bork, all he wants to do is wrestle.
Yeah.
That's all he wants
He
to do.
got to wrestle tonight against 2 men.
Yeah, he did. And now
He got what he wanted.
He'll get to wrestle against the former 4-time Rockstar Pro World Champion Aaron Williams, Pompano Joe. I mean, maybe this show should be named after him too. Keep on keeping on, everyone's favorite. Keep on, homie.
That's terrible, Mark.
I think I'm going to write it down. I'll write these words out.
You do that.
Yeah.
But perhaps the baddest man alive can
talk
kick
shit.
some sense into Pompano Joe's thick skull.
I don't think anybody could kick some sense into him.
You're probably right.
No, I mean, just Pompano Joe's
additionally,
awesome. That's what I
in
meant.
our
Pomp, I love you.
Rockstar Pro World Championship match, it will be the Catalyst Dustin Reyes, the Rockstar Pro World Champion, defending his title against the winner of the Gauntlet for the Gold, Jake Something.
We saw how good Jake Something can be when
That's
he's
right.
absolutely focused. I mean,
Yeah.
he went through everybody in that Gauntlet for the Gold that night.
He did.
We talked about it. And then you have this element of JT Davidson ringside.
Right.
You have to wonder if Dustin Reyes, if he's going to be able to be 100% focused
Yeah.
on Jake Something.
It's a great point.
And not so worried with a JT Davidson.
Right.
I don't know. We may see a new Rockstar Pro World Champion.
Well, there's one way to find out, Mark.
How's that?
You have to be here on Friday, January 4th for Keep On Keepin On, the first big Friday night Rockstar Pro show of 2019.
I love it. 2019 is going to be great, Bork. It's going to be awesome. 2018 was amazing for Rockstar Pro Wrestling. I think 2019 is going to top it.
You got any resolutions?
Yeah, I got some resolutions. I didn't know that this was audio, so my resolution is to always have my pants off during these from now on, right?
Oh, God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you may have listened to the very last episode
Wait, why?
of Backstage Pass. Bye.
Keep on keeping on. Be there, be square.
God damn it, Mark.
That's all for this episode. Be sure to come back for another edition of Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast.
Wait, it was a longer version?